everyone. I'm Ron McEntire, and I'm Minister of Music here at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Jamestown. And I'm here with Father Luke Fodor, and I'm sitting at the console of this amazing Aeolian-Skinner organ. Aeolian-Skinner organs were built in Boston, and they're out of business now, but they did wonderful, wonderful work. Another example in our area is Westminster Presbyterian in Buffalo, is another Aeolian-Skinner. This organ was put in 1957. As you can see, it has a beautiful sound, beautiful quality. I love every bit of this instrument. However, like with anything that was put in back in the 50s, it needs some work. And so we're going to talk a little bit and show you a couple of things that could make this and restore this organ to its original glory, and while we're at it, maybe enhance some things that we're missing. So, first of all, let's look at the console itself. If you see these keys, Aeolian-Skinner put in ivory keys back in 1957, but they were replaced in the 80s with these hardwood maples. But they haven't worn very well, and right in the middle here, they're really almost unplayable. They feel terrible, and really these should be replaced. Also, some of them are making clicking noises that when you play, you can't stop that from happening. Also, these buttons here called pistons are not always working properly. And part of it, let's talk about the software. In 1996, the organ was digitized, and so the control system is a computer. Well, as you know, computers back in 1996. I doubt if you have a computer at home that you're using from 1996. Some of the features of the software is a recorded playback system, so that you can record yourself like a player piano and it plays the organ back. So I want to show you the device that does that. And at the time, in 1996, it was totally acceptable and appropriate. This system uses a Yamaha playback, play and record. And it uses these things. If you remember them, I do, 3.5-inch floppy disk. So therefore, it's pretty old technology, and when's the last time you bought some of these? So this would be replaced with a state-of-the-art built-in hard drive system. It would be called the Peterson system. It's got a little LCD screen, probably a little pull-out here, and would give a whole much more flexibility to the organ than it has right now. And also, if there's any problem, you get an email, you put your little USB port, and you can put it in here, restore, and everything's restored. So that would be a big enhancement. Another thing that we talked about is while we're at it, there are certain pieces of the orchestra that are missing. We have a beautiful sound here, we have a big sound, and it's not the size of the orchestra that matters, but the color palette. If you're missing flutes or oboes in an orchestra, you need that to play certain pieces. So while you're at it, if you're putting in new software, it's the time to look at other things to do. Now, we can buy new pipes, and maybe another 1,000 pipes, but where would we put them? The pipe chamber up here has 2,014 pipes. And it's a very small chamber, but they fit in there. And I've crawled around in there and talked to every single pipe, so I know how it's laid out in there. And you have to be quite acrobatic to do that. And so the pipes are very expensive today. If you think of what one trumpet costs, it's a high quality trumpet. Well, for one trumpet stop, I have to have 61 because I have 61 notes, so I have to have 61 trumpets. So when you think of 2,000 instruments and trying to add more. But Rocker Digital has marvelous technology and is the standard in the world, has recorded pipe organs from Europe and around the world, and has a technology of playing them back through computers and stops that is playing actual pipe sounds, but it's very difficult to tell the difference. It's a whole lot cheaper than pipes, but we could for the size of speakers, add a whole lot more sound. We already have digital sounds already on the organ. There's a pipe that's supposed to be 32 feet long, and it is a digital sound right now. And you probably can't hear that, but we don't have space for a 32-foot long pipe. So we would be replacing the ones we have with more state-of-the-art. And while we're at it, why don't we add an antiphonal division? We always wanted a state trumpet in the back. Rich Corbin, who was organist here for many years, wanted a state trumpet in the back. We have put one in here, but it doesn't work like a state trumpet. The one in the back that would just, you know, fill the room in marches, weddings, and all kinds of stuff. And another division back there, you know, the choir stands back there when they start the service. I can have sounds coming from back there. So in this whole process, we would be getting a new console, and it would match the design of the woodwork, the pews, and it would be able to handle all of that, and that would be cheaper than trying to make this one still work. But it would still look like it belongs in this church. At the same time, we would finish off the grill there, would look finished like it does it now. There's a piece missing. And we have some what we call faux pipes, which do play on the other side, and they used to be decorated. And so part of the plans is to redecorate them again to make them really pretty. They don't play. So to bring this organ up to its potential, enhance it while we're at it, and bring it to state-of-the-art, we're looking at $250,000. There's just no getting around how much these suckers cost. But they're part of the Episcopal tradition. They're marvelous, flexible instruments, and it could just do everything. So we're looking for pledges at this time, and it's well worth the money. Pipes last forever, and it's a very well-designed instrument and warranted and all of that. So anyway, thank you for spending this time listening to this magnificent Aeolian-Skinner organ, and I hope you'll help join us in the future exciting project that we have here at St. Luke's. Thank you.